Welcome to Season 4 of Casual Camping Podcast, your home for the best camping discussion both in and out of the field. Here are your hosts, Tim and Ade.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic episode for brand new kit enthusiasts. It's Tim and Ade and we're going to the outdoor trade show in Liverpool. How you doing, Tim?
I'm great. It's early. We're on a train. I don't know if you heard that. Another train just went past. We are on our way to Liverpool, and it's great. Can't wait. I'm super excited to see all the new stuff that's not even going to hit the shops until next year.
Absolutely. I'm exactly the same. I'm glad that this is pre-recorded because I think if we were doing it live, there'd be people waiting for us at Liverpool Station with that imitation accent that you just did. But yeah, I'm super excited. I looked at the plan and there is, last year there was a small Yeti stand and we couldn't talk about certain stuff. It's quadrupled in size this year as the Yeti stand, so I might be going there first. Who knows? Or I might sort of leave it to later, save the best to last. I don't know. How about you?
Do you think they'll appreciate that I've renamed that King Crab to Deadly Snatch colour? Do you think their marketing guys are going to appreciate that? Probably not.
Can we also not talk about the fact that my Yeti coolers failed the last time because I didn't properly chill them down? So it was a warm weekend at the Barter Barn, record high temperatures. But yeah, let's just keep that between you, me, Tim, and the listeners, okay? Shh.
Yeah, I'm definitely telling that to the Stanley guys because mine was great. My cooler was great at I think half the price of your, probably less than half the price of your Yeti, and my Stanley cooler was awesome.
Bing bong, could Tim get off the train, please? We're getting some funny looks here, but we don't care. We're here for you. Well, we're here for us, and you can just come along with us, can't you? Can't you, Tim?
Yeah. I'm slightly annoyed. Ada's got first breakfast with him and a coffee, and I've made schoolboy error. I've got no travel drinks or snacks, so I'm going to waste away until we get to Liverpool.
Well, always prepared. I should have been a scout, Tim. Dib, dib, dob. Is that what they say these days?
We have arrived. We have been once round and seen every single stall. We're taking it a lot easier this year, aren't we, Ed?
We are. Considering that we are full on, excited, engaged with the product, the people. We've been having some lovely conversations, and I think we've more or less seen just about everything so far.
I would agree. We've systematically this time literally gone up and down every aisle, and we've stopped and had a few conversations, haven't we? We've seen some very cool stuff already, but we've tried not to podcast, so to speak, and just sort of take it in so that we can decide what we do next.
Yeah, it's been very hard because my magpie brain has been like, oh, look, something shiny. And you'll be like, hey, come back.
You are literally like a dog who sees a squirrel. Huh? Down there? Huh?
There's just so many lovely tents and gear. There was a spatula stand, Tim. There was a bloody spatula stand.
Oh, the girl loves a spatula. There is anything and everything that you can imagine here. There's already been a few things that they've said, we can show you this, but you can't talk about it, so we're not going to talk about those. But they were amazing.
Trust us, they really were amazing. But I think this is the thing. Once again, we always talk about lovely people. We know a few more people. There's some people that recognise us. We recommend. gosh, I can't get my words out. I'm too excited. We
Recognise.
I was going to say recommend them.
Oh, recompense?
It could have been anything. We've not even been drinking yet.
I know. And it's like, it's 3:10.
These camping dudes, they've changed.
Apparently it kicks off at 6 here.
Oh, why so late? We know what they're like. They're not trying to I guess there's buyers from places coming, isn't there? They've got to pretend like they're not animals.
We've been in a field with some of these people. They are animals. Filthy, dirty animals. But there's some really great stuff. We're going to go round again, and we're going to get more in depth and have some conversations with some people. Take some videos, take some photos. But again, we're going to take it nice and easy because we've got a whole other day after this.
Yeah, I think today's quite a busy day for the stands. We don't want to take their time if they're trying to sell their wares. But we're in the business of looking at stuff, and I think there's some really interesting tents with quite a big headroom kind of space in them. That seems to be the style. I think there's just some absolutely lovely stuff. There's coolers galore. We've talked to 3 or 4 different people now, and that's not even including the Yeti.
Yeah. Yeti didn't really want to know you, did they? We were on there, but nobody came to talk to us. But there are some very nice looking and actually a bit mind-boggling coolers, if that can make any sense to anyone.
Yeah, there really was. Yeah, I think in regards to Yeti, it's like recognises like, and they go, I can't sell him anything.
Is it not? We don't need to talk to him because he's just going to buy it anyway.
Quelle surprise.
So what do you want to, where do you want to go first?
Well, how's about Yeti? No.
Oh my god! They didn't have the carbon steel pans though.
No, I think although I've seen them on social media, I don't think they're UK based. Maybe for this year, maybe early next year, maybe it's not the market for them. But
that's a lot of maybes.
Well, yeah, I'm disappointed.
Oh no, I really liked Vessel. That's a company I've kept an eye on for a lot of years and haven't actually had my hands on any of their stuff. It's really cool that they're here, and we're going to go back and have a chat to Vessel at some point. So, but there's everyone that you could think should be here is here. Every brand that you can think of is here, and you lot can't come, suckers.
Ooh, you know who's not here? Victorinox.
Oh yeah. This is where we saw the knife that you bought me for my birthday. That was just like, oh my god, have you seen that knife?
Yeah, which had been out for a year and nobody'd seen it until we put a video up, and then everybody's seen it.
Yeah. That video's got thousands and thousands and thousands of views, hasn't it, on YouTube? It's people love that.
Tim, I'm going to start hashtag save the company.
If your company's struggling, we can casual camping podcast you.
You might not want it, but we could.
Yeah. Can I just say I don't think Victorinox was struggling?
Like I said, it's a hashtag, Tim, save the company.
Let's go and talk to someone. You're stuck in the chair. You do look like you're like a really big guy in a tiny little chair, and you're a bit squashed in it. No, don't get out until I've taken a picture.
Help!
Ade, we're in Yeti heaven.
Ah!
And this is Sarah.
Hello.
Sarah's a little nervous. Don't be nervous, Sarah. It's absolutely fine. You work for Yeti, which means Ade, my brother, is completely in awe of you.
Yes, I've been hearing about his habit.
It's a small addiction. Steady. It's a small problem.
Okay, we'll go with that. Thank you for changing it. Yeah, I'm in heaven, to be honest. There's loads of stuff that I would want to take home with me, but it's a trade show, so yeah, we've just got to look and be nice. But loads of questions. What's new on the stand, Sarah?
So we are expanding our day trip range for next year. So a bit more into your 24-hour coolers, so day trips. Clues in the name. We've got a smaller roadie coming out as well. So roadie 8, that's in July. So yeah, that's really exciting because it's a bit smaller, easier to carry for all you campers.
Fab. Is that this one with the handle over the top, which is a bit it's like the older style, isn't it? Where it used to have the old handle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is, but it's a lot smaller.
The original name was the original Cyclops for the old 15 that had just one handle.
Such a nerd.
Well, there you go. But yeah, you can fit like smaller cans in here, things for like day trips, but it's just got a bit better insulation than the day trips. So, I mean, it all depends what people are after. Good day trips to the park and like beach and camp, like day trips, get one of the softer coolers, but this one is also great, easier to carry because it's not as cumbersome.
And it's really robust, isn't it? And certainly for the days that we've just had here in the UK where it was like 35 degrees, even just for a day trip, this would perform much better than a soft cooler, wouldn't it?
Yeah, exactly. As long as you load it correctly, put the right ice in, make sure it's chilled down, use your wet ice. Remember, air in the cooler is not a good sign. So if you can pack it out as much as possible, put wet tea towels on there, wet ice, just fill every gap, then it will last a lot longer.
I love the fact that you were smiling at my brother there, who's already had to admit that he had an epic fail last weekend where he ran out of ice. That's really funny. You just got put in your place by Yeti.
Yeah, I did say please don't tell Yeti about it, and then I fessed up. I was like, I messed up. It wasn't your product. It was me.
Oh, bless him.
I really like the Yeti 8 because it's got the retro handle. I don't suppose that retro handle comes off and goes on the 15, does it?
No.
No. Don't try and do it, is what she's saying. You will invalidate your warranty. That is a really cool cooler, isn't it?
It is. I was thinking if you're doing a lot of travelling, a big long journey or something, ideal for the car. Put stuff in.
The car cooler.
You're going on a picnic, that'd be just ideal.
Yeah, it would. What else have you got that you're excited about at the moment, Sarah?
Like I said, the day trips, because I go to a lot of barbecues, like round for lunch and things like that. So the other week I took my day trip to my friends and it was filled with stuff to make margaritas, drinks,
nice.
Not the pizza. So it just kept everything at a good temperature.
We were there with you.
Yeah. Nobody was thinking pizza at that point.
Great. So it just kept everything at a good temperature so the margs were ready to drink. So, yeah.
Awesome. You were showing us first off the like protein shake bottles as well. Tell us about those because they're really cool.
So it's got a great technology where you don't need the ball to shake your protein. So it's got the twisted design on the bottles. It's really great. So you don't have to have that extra washing up. It just makes the cleaning a bit more easier. Everything goes in the dishwasher and then you're done. You can then have your protein shake and then clean it easily.
And it doesn't make that really annoying noise.
But I feel like some people might like that noise, but it doesn't make that noise. Sorry.
You could probably get that noise on like a YouTube playlist somewhere, something like that, if you really miss it.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're thinking while they're doing a protein shake, I'm mixing margaritas or something.
Do you do protein margaritas?
No, I don't. But I do use the cocktail shaker for my margaritas and the pitcher to load to pour out the margaritas.
Oh, you are on brand.
I am, yeah, you have to be.
Cool. What else do you want to know, Ade?
I just want to go and play with some Yeti stuff, to be honest, if I'm allowed to touch it.
Can you look after him for a few hours if I leave him here as a creche?
Yep, that's no problem. I'll keep a close eye on him.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So we are on the Alaris pitch. I can't. Do I do a podcast, Tim?
I'm not sure you can even say sentences, Ed. We're on the Alaris pitch with Adam from Halifax.
Yep.
Fab, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, yeah, very well. Quite tired after the first day of the show, but
Has it been very busy for you?
it has, yeah. It's been a lot of tent pitching, which is always tiring, but it's been good, yeah.
Is that surprisingly busy? Because this is a new company, isn't it?
Yeah, brand new brand. We've been working on it for about a couple of years, but the first time anyone from the public has seen it.
It stopped us in our tracks. It literally stopped us in our tracks, which is a good thing, isn't it, Ed?
It really is, just to see a slightly different design. And then we've come and found the pitch, and we've found 4 more tents from the one that we liked. The turn 1, I think, is just beautiful. But there is also a linnet, a waxwing, and a linnet.
Linnet 1 and 2.
1 and 2, yeah. So,
And what's the... is that like a swag?
It's a hooped bivvy, but you can peg out the door into sort of like a tarp configuration. Yeah.
That's cool. That is really cool. I'm quite anti-bivvy because I just feel a bit claustrophobic. So having a double hooped, because it's double hooped as well, isn't it? Feet and head. So actually you've got quite a bit of space in there, really.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. It's a bit more of an accessible bivvy than usual.
Yeah,
a bit less wriggling to get in.
Great for bike packing.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
The tent that stopped us, because is this up for an award, the turn 1?
Yeah, we've entered it into the awards. So fingers crossed. We'll have to come back to you on that one, whether we get it or not. But
Yeah. It was over in the section for the awards, and it literally, we kind of stopped and looked at it, and we were like, looks a bit like a Lavu, but it's like really ultra modern materials and a really cool design. Tell us a bit about the turn 1.
so it's a sort of tarp tent configuration. So there's a front door without a zip, but with a crossover design. It uses a single trekking pole. Trail weight is around 850 grams. And you can picture it as an outer tarp or an inner tent or both together. Yeah.
And the doors can go, you can either have it one way open, the other way open, or actually just both sides completely open. And you've literally got like half a tent then, which is great versatility.
Yeah. And it's made out of a 15D sil nylon fabric, so super lightweight. But yeah, really nice and waterproof, protective.
What's the pack size it goes down to?
So I think it's about 35 centimeters across and like 16 centimeter diameter. And that packs it to its own waterproof stuff sack, which can also attach to a bike on handlebars.
That is cracking. We've got a mate, Stuart, who does bike packing, and he's always moaning about trying to get his tent onto his bike because he's got poles with it. He said, and where you put the poles is the biggest annoyance when he's trying to do stuff. Well, this just goes up either with a walking pole, or you could just find a stick, couldn't you?
Or we actually do a separate pole as well for when you're bike packing in carbon or aluminium, which is sort of like a trekking pole, but without the handle and the strap, so it's a bit lighter weight. And they ship for free with the tents when they're available.
That's awesome. Everybody likes free stuff. That's amazing. Oh, my brother's wandered off to take photographs. What do you think, Ed?
I absolutely love it. I think the surprise for me really is, one, it's a new company, so we spotted something that we liked really well. 2, the price of the turn 1 was really surprising because it's £200, did you say?
Yeah, $199.99. But yeah.
Bargain. That is an absolute bargain.
Yeah, it really is. And just the awning bit of the turn 1 is cut higher, and I think that was the bit that really, allows you to cook under a shelter, but gives loads of ventilation as well. So,
yeah, definitely. We want you to have some money left over to go on the trips to use the tents. That's why we price them like that. But
yeah, there's a lot of tents of this size that are ultralight, and you can buy it this year, but you won't be able to go trekking until about 3 years' time when you've saved up again.
Until you paid off the mortgage, yeah.
When is this going to hit the stores, and so people can actually have a look at it and buy it?
So we're hoping to be in shops around February 2027. So people should be able to get hands on it around then.
Brilliant. And are we all right to share pictures of it and put it on our socials?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Fab. We will do. That's a cracking tent, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Striking because it did stop us. And then, to come and find that it's a new company, they've been developing it. And yeah, I like the Linnet 2. How many guy outlines points does that? That'll be bomb-proof when that's out on the hills.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Shall we walk over there and have a little? Let's try not to fall over. So this is the Linnet 2, which is it's a whole nother level, actually, really, isn't it? This is a bomb-proof tent. This would be perfectly at home up in the Cairngorms, somewhere like that, wouldn't it? With a foot of snow falling.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a huge porch either side as well, which is important for us. So when you do get stuck in a snowstorm, you just stay inside the tent, cooking there. Yeah, it's nice.
Really nice. Comes right low to the ground. We've both talked, haven't we, Ade, about tents that the fly sits too high and there's enough. It allows weather to get underneath it. This is pegging out really low to the ground and really splayed out with one single central arcing pole over the middle. Super stable from any direction.
Yeah, it really, really looks striking. I think we've noticed quite a few American manufacturers here, and they do cut them higher in America. There's less moisture in the air there in a lot of the places. I've owned an American tent, Marmot maybe. Yeah, and I just find for our climate they're maybe not as well designed. They don't design them differently for us, but we do have a different climate. So it's nice to see a new tent maker and coming up with some interesting designs.
Are you American?
I'm not American, no. I'm from Yorkshire, so probably.
Is it a Yorkshire company?
No, we're based in Manchester. So
wrong side of the Pennines. Delete.
Yeah, I've defected, and
No, it's still the north. Really cracking tents. Thank you very much for talking to us. We'll stick lots of pictures, listeners, as always, on our socials. It's really, really, really great new brand on the market. Exactly what we come to a show like this to see. So Alaris, keep an eye out for that name. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for talking to us. It's good to see people get excited.
So it's day 2 for us at OTS.
Yeah, day 2, and there's a lot of people here. We are struggling to find somebody to talk to us. Everybody's so busy, and I guess it's reminding that it's a selling day for everybody that's here.
Yeah. We don't want to get in people's way, do we? Because this is their business, and we're kind of here to look at stuff, but obviously we're not. Oh, here we go. It's gonna close on Wednesday evening.
Bienvenue, Wyoming.
But yeah, it's this is, it costs them a lot to come here, doesn't it? So they're literally trying to get contracts and trying to make deals all the time, and we don't want to get in the way of that. And we're just happy to have a look at stuff. But we've just been. What store were we on a second ago? Looking at those clothes
At Pinewood,
and really, really nice stuff, as you put it. Looks like Fall Raven, but is not Fall Raven.
and they are Swedish, as Fall Raven are. I'm not sure they want the comparison, but certainly there's a mixture of summer, winter, beautiful colours in there. Really, really like everything. I don't know the price of it, but certainly it was nice enough to want us to be parting with our money.
Yeah. Really nice colourways of trousers and shirts and things. You were holding some ultralight stuff, and I was, which felt great, and I was kind of holding some reassuringly weighty kind of shirts and things. So it's nice stuff, really nice stuff.
Yeah, I think with having the hot weather just recently, it's been really apparent to me that my wardrobe needs a freshen up, but there are some of those very lightweight clothes out there that I don't seem to. I've got like quite heavy cotton shirts.
Yeah.
So yeah, an upgrade is certainly on the way.
Yeah. We were at Craghoppers earlier, and they've got some really nice colours, haven't they, coming through, and really lovely stuff. So they're kind of shortening their range and focusing on the quality of the items, and which is nice. There's some real nice colours there.
Yeah, some nice colours. I think the Nosy Life range that they do, which has insect repellent kind of in it. So, more important the hotter the climate gets. But yeah, some really great colours. And we've got a couple of their bits, and I really like the cut of the shirt now that I'm a little bit weighty.
Yeah, I've got their walking trousers, and they just fit well, don't they? Their walking trousers
fit well, and very light as well. Once again, I kind of think where I should be putting on shorts, and I think, you know what, I'll go with trousers because they feel so light.
Yeah, and we got to get back to Van Gogh and have a chat to Chris, but he's in the middle of selling stuff, and we're wandering around Dometic at the moment, and you're after their new upgraded water pump, aren't you?
Yeah, the faucet. I don't want to force the issue, but they have 2 speeds of water flow, and the tap actually twists around. So it's quite an expensive tap, but I know that I'll upgrade to it at some point. But because I've got the old one, it was expensive. I think, that might be going on eBay.
Watch this space, people. You might get Ed's used tap at some point. Just walking past Oz Tent, which is they've got a really nice bunker style tent, similar to your new one, really, isn't it?
It really is more or less the same dimensions, about as tall at the front, and there's similarly, it's got windows where there's but the Oz tent ones, it's got a frame rather than an air beam like mine, and we saw a few of them at the Bushcraft show, and really like them. I really like the bunker style tents, and we saw how people pitched them with some windbreaks, in matching fabric going around the front, so you kind of have your enclosed area, which I think was really, really nice, and something that I might be copying at some point.
Well, you've got your black windbreak, so it kind of matches in with your tent, doesn't it?
Yeah, I must have been doing it already, you see. So yeah.
We're just next to Igloo, and they've got what look like trolley cases, but they're coolers on 4 wheels.
Yes, and they're what is it? A mint green and a pink. You spun one around. Maybe, is it too? I wouldn't say necessarily feminine colours, but the pink and the mint, they look good. They look really nice, well put together. But there's quite a lot of in the Igloo range, I think.
Yeah. It's great for this environment where the floor is hard and smooth. Those are little tiny wheels to take in a camping field. And why would you want 4 wheels? So I'm not sure where the use for having 4 wheels on the bottom of your cooler is really. I'm not sure where you're using that to justify having 4 wheels on it like a suitcase.
Yeah, good point, really. I'm sure they've designed it for something specific, but yeah, I think it's more not in the field. Maybe it's sort of business trip icebox.
Yeah,
I'm sold.
Business beers. It's the business beer box. It's
Well, I think, there's obviously some mugs on top of it. We'll take a picture and you'll see it on our socials. But maybe they, how Stanley were saying that they've improved their sales by using influencers and fun, colours in their mugs. Maybe it's Igloo are just getting in on that market and trying to appeal to a different demographic, maybe. So
yeah, and they've got their traditional sort of ice white stuff as well, and they're no, I mean it looks cool. It looks cool. I'm just not sure what the use of having four wheels on the bottom of a cooler is in anywhere other than where we're currently standing, which has got a concrete floor.
Yeah, and they do it a square one with wheels, a square one without wheels, and then a smaller one with a nice jazzy strap. So I think it's the mix and match, maybe.
Yeah. It looks cool. Does look cool. I'm not saying it's not cool, but yeah, interesting stuff. We where'd you oh god, we're back at Yeti again. Do you know what? All roads lead to Yeti with you, don't they?
Well, they do, and it's really funny. Yesterday we saw the Yeti 8 cooler, and I was thinking, you know what would you couldn't even get a can, or you could get 6 cans in it and stuff, and yet, you know what, I just bloody love it. Just look at it. It's it's just sat there, and for me, I don't need it, but maybe in the van it would keep me drinks cool while I'm pottering around.
That's a good idea. But Stanley have done a small cooler for many years, which is aimed at your packed lunch market. It's they've done a small hard cooler for a long time, and so I could see you buying that. Could absolutely see you buying that.
I'm also going to take a picture so you know what we're talking about. But yeah, it's a lovely little thing.
Well, we spoke to Sarah yesterday, so it's probably the right time to throw that interview into the mix, isn't it?
It really is. What I do love about it is they've gone back to a hard handle like they did on their original cases, which have all been replaced by straps now. But I do like the handle on that, and because it's smaller, it won't be too heavy.
Yeah, that is an issue with Yeti, isn't it? That they're quite massive on some of them, and they're to manhandle them, particularly when they're full of ice and food and beer, they're a monster, aren't they?
They really are. Hence why I've got a wheeled one. I know quite a few people now. You've got a wheeled one.
Yeah.
Lots of people, because you just realise once you've got ice, beer, food, they are quite massive. Once you need a certain size to get you over a weekend or when you're away. So yeah, wheeled coolers are the way forward. But something small like this is just lovely.
Yeah, I don't have a wheeled cooler. I've put a sack trolley underneath my cooler to make it a wheeled cooler. But just saying,
incoming purchase.
Yeah, Stanley do have a new cool box, which is very, very nice. I do like the look of it. We'll take some pictures of that as well. You were wanting some of these Yeti magnetic things, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I don't know why, but because I think once you get a certain amount of mugs, you then start to which is my lid, which is her indoors lid.
Yeah. Indoors lid.
Mrs. Sweep.
Mrs. Sweep's lid. That just sounds wrong.
Thank God she's not listening.
Yeah, true. If you smile at Sarah, she might let you just walk away with those.
No, she will not.
You do love a spatula, don't you, Ed?
I do. Dream Farm, are very colourful ones, but I quite like the fact that they've got their own little ridge so that when you put a spoon down, it doesn't actually dirty the top, which is quite important when you're camping, I think.
Yeah, and just in the kitchen, but they are really cool. I really like the scissor, which is pizza scissors. I think they're really cool. Really cool.
Yeah, I think they really are. Just a whole range of stuff that makes your camping trip a little bit easier.
Yeah, yeah. And I like the Go Tube as well. They're like from Human Gear. They're like little really cool pots, really cool sort of pots for your oil and stuff like that, and different volumes. I like those. I like those a lot. Hello, you are Peter.
I am indeed. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Tim. Let me shake your hand. And this is Ade. We really like Solex. Tell us about Solex.
Right, okay. So the whole thing started when I was playing golf one day, and my skin was burning, and I thought I need to put some more sun cream on, but I didn't want to ruin my game by getting my hands greasy. And it's kind of this dilemma: do you put sun cream on and protect your skin, or do you ruin your game? And I thought there's got to be a better way, and that started my mind thinking. And I came up with the idea of an applicator, which I made several sort of cobbled together samples, different bits of products put together, till I found out that it worked. And then I really started to settle down and design. So the whole concept is that you can put it on completely hands-free. Your hands stay nice and dry. There's even a mirror so you can see that you're applying to your face properly and getting the protection you need when you're not next to a kitchen sink or a towel or soap and all the other things you normally need with sun cream.
It is incredible, actually. So that's amazing. So normally at these things, we're talking to people who are kind of the retail side of it, and you're literally the inventor. Was this like a garage workshop type thing?
Yeah, and the sort of mad professor moment. Yeah, no, it was a bit of a eureka moment. I just think, hold on a sec, that there's got to be a better solution to that. And I'm a bit of a product guy, so I knew how to prototype it, I knew how to develop it, I knew how to get the tooling made in China and control the quality to get the bottles over here, and then we get them filled in Manchester with high quality sun cream. All of that was really easy. What I don't know about is retail, and that's why I've partnered with Burton McCall, because these guys have all the connections to get the product out there to the consumers.
Yeah, they are good guys, and they represent a lot of our favourite brands, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. I think, obviously, we've just had a heat wave and we've been camping in a field. So what we like about it is it would have been very useful to have that there, whereas I've come back from that camping trip and realised that actually all my clothes are quite messy because I had greasy hands. I'd been putting cooking oil on, hadn't I?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I was
greasy, oily kind of whatever it was.
I was factor 50, and in a camping field, like you say, you get it all over your hands. It's not going to ruin your game because I'm not playing golf, but actually suddenly my hands are covered in dirt and all sorts of other stuff that you really don't want to do. So you then end up going and washing your hands, and you wash it all off the backs of your hands, and the backs of your hands then get burnt because you've had to wash your hands to get it off the palms.
Yeah, it's so true. I'll be a sun cream bore for a moment. Sort of the most important with sun cream is that you top up every 2 hours. You find that the protection you gets to its maximum after 15-20 minutes, but then it's gradually descending, and after 2 hours it's dropped below that SPF 15, which is the minimum you need to be outside, and that's when you need to top up. And something like just the general UK population, 60% of the people put sun cream before they go out, but only 30% reapply. But when you take that to sport, only 10% people reapply. So there's a massive gap where people are taking too much sun and exposing themselves to some serious health issues in later life. And what we're trying to do is take that pain point away, make it simple and easy to reapply, so you can just carry on with what you're doing, whether you're gardening, whether you're hiking, whether you're camping, tennis, golf, whatever. That pain bit of getting your hands greasy and then wiping them on your trousers or your shirt in Ade's instance, it takes all that mess and aggravation away.
No, brilliant. And there are those sports, aren't there, like golf, where you are out for a prolonged period of time. You are out, well, if you play golf like me, you're out for hours and hours and hours trying to do 9 holes. but equally, it's not just those sports, is it? It's those activities, like you say, where you are out in the elements for potentially, from our point of view, camping. You're out in the elements for a number of days, and you do need to reapply. No, very, very cool. Where will our listeners find this in the future?
So it'll be in, the way things have, what I've seen with Burton McCall so far the last couple of days, I think it'll be in most multiple retailers this year, and quite a few independents seem very keen to take it on. So I think we'll see a lot more product out there this year, but I think next year, I think it'll be in most stores.
Fab. And is it launching in the UK, and will it then go international? We have I say that because 50% of our listeners are in North America.
All right. So the product isn't FDA approved yet. That is coming later this year. So we'll be sort of taking tentative steps towards the US next year. Ironically, we get emails from the States all the time saying, I've seen your product online. Is it available here? So there's definitely the demand for that. Yeah. But we started in golf, so we've got really good distribution in the UK and Ireland, and we've got a distributor based in Spain who covers all of the Balearics and Southern Europe. So it's available at most golf courses in the sort of hotter regions of Southern Europe at the moment.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We'll obviously take a load of photos and put it on our socials, but it's a really cool product, isn't it?
Yeah, just something you didn't know you needed it until, that problem that we had last week, will be fixed. So, I'm going to get some.
Yeah, it'll live in the camping box. It's Can I ask you a question? So I have this argument with my better half. Not an argument, but a discussion, shall we say. And she's a big fan of using last year's sun cream, and I keep telling her that it loses its protective value, and essentially 12 months later, it's a posh moisturiser. Am I right in that, or is she right?
Tim, you are correct, mate. Your good lady wife is in the wrong on that one. It's 12 months is the after opening, because basically what happens is it oxidizes. That because the air mixes with the chemicals, they then break down and separate, so you don't get the level of protection that you need.
That's what I was thinking. So this is a product that you buy it, you use it for a year, use it, out in the camping field or doing sports, but you've got to buy it again next year. So don't just put it in the camping box and forget about it. Get it out next year and think it's going to help you, because it's not the product that's failing. It's the way things degrade, don't they, naturally over time.
Yeah, absolutely. All sun creams are the same. They've all got the little sort of 12-month jar, which I didn't know what that meant until 2 years ago when I started making sun cream. So typical bloke, like most blokes, never read the back of anything. But yeah, that little 12-month jar, that's 12 months from opening, because the moment you open it, it's starting to oxidize with the air and breaking down. So it's really important. And the other thing is with all sun care products, there's a 3-year shelf life. So don't leave one and find one in the back of the cupboard saying, I bought that 5 years ago. I'll get that one out now. It's too late.
Yeah. I think we all do that, don't we?
I think I've got probably about 10 years worth of stuff I'm not using that stuff, but it's still in the cupboard, because you tend not to throw stuff away, but certainly with sun cream you should be throwing it away.
Correct.
Yeah. Thank you very much for speaking to us, and great invention, absolutely brilliant invention. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. I'll take that as a compliment. Thanks, guys.
So we're on goal 0 now, aren't we?
Yeah, goal as in GOAL 0, which is power banks and solar and power stations. There's even a car charging 800 amps with some clips for your battery, just in case you've got one of those cars that keeps on stopping.
Which my other half's youngest, her car has that problem because she's not driving it enough, and that was what my mate Tone came and restarted the car with, which that's awesome. What an awesome piece of kit. I didn't know Goal Zero did one of those, but they've got some really nice waterproof power stations, aren't they? They're called Yeti. There's a 500 and a 700, and they're waterproof.
Yeah, waterproof, which I think anybody that's been camping, certainly in the UK, you need them, but I think anywhere. And you don't want to be leaving a power bank out or a power station out if it's not waterproof. So, yeah, I've been quite mindful of that. So I wish, I want one. Because they look nice as well.
Yeah. I still haven't jumped into a proper power station. I've still got the little Jackery 100 because most of the time I'm charging a phone and some lights. But actually, I am. We are away in a few weeks' time with me and t'other half, and she will inevitably want a hairdryer and some straighteners. So things. It's getting to the point where I need to get a Goal Zero, I think.
They do some very nice solar panels as well. A 10 watt, a 20 watt, a 50 watt, a 100 watt. They all
very nice. There's a gentleman behind you who is a lovely gentleman who spoke to us a couple of years ago. This is Damien. How are you doing, sir?
I am excellent. Thank you so much for asking. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. It's so you're over from the States. When did you arrive in the UK?
May 15th. So I spent some time at Outdoor Show in Riva del Garda to see that, walked the show, great show, and then spent the 2 weeks kind of traveling around. And now I'm here with the team at Burton McCall.
Fab. Yeah, that's not a show that we've managed to get to yet. That's over in Italy, isn't it? And it did, we've seen some pictures. Beautiful setting.
Very pretty, very scenic, a little challenging to get to, but overall it was a very positive show.
Fab. Yeah, we maybe next year, Ade, we'll take this little show on a road trip around Europe.
Go on then. It won't take any twisting of my arm.
We'll have to save up some pennies first. You are BioLite, obviously. Are you also Goal Zero?
Yes, indeed. May of 2025, we acquired Goal Zero. So we've combined powers with them. But we're going to keep the brands separate. So we'll have the BioLite office in Brooklyn, and then we'll have the Goal Zero office remain in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Fab. We really like Goal Zero, and I know there was it's really good looking stuff, and there was the possible chance of it not being here and in the marketplace, wasn't there? And it's really, really nice that actually. You've taken it under your umbrella and it's going to exist because the power stations, the Yeti 500 and 700, they look really nice.
Yeah, this is the next gen that we're launching here in Europe as well as in the US. So you have the Yeti 6G generation. The battery chemistry is changed to lithium iron phosphate. So that's a lot more energy dense and a little bit slightly heavier. But you do get about 5,000 cycles out of that. So you're looking at a power station, you're going to have 10 plus years.
Yeah. And that's the new technology, isn't it? It's giving you those cycles. It's giving you a lot more cycles to charge it up. And weight-wise, when you're talking about a power station, you know, this isn't something you're putting on your backpack and carrying up a massive hill. So it doesn't really matter, does it, for that increased weight? Because it's going in a car, it's going in an RV. It's something that, you know, you're like I say, you're not carrying on your back. So, you know, people aren't going to be worried about that.
Yeah, you are sacrificing a little bit of weight, but like you're saying, these are portable, but not necessarily a backpacker's power station. Yeah. But with the new chemistry as well, it's significantly safer. So it's a much more safe product with a lot more life cycles on the charging.
Wow. And it's waterproof.
Well, water resistant, yeah. But we put a mud flap on the front to protect all the components. It's an aluminum case. There's some shock absorbers built into it, so this thing can go down the bumpy dirt back roads with you.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I was looking at the Goal Zero jump starter as well. It's literally my other half's youngest. She doesn't drive her car very often, and it wouldn't start the other night. And my mate came round with that to start the car, which is really, really, really cool.
Very convenient, very easy to use. It kind of gives you that peace of mind. I know a lot of parents have bought it for their kids.
Yeah, it's a really cool. Has it got adaptability that you can plug other things into it?
It's second as a power bank as well too, so you can plug devices directly into it, utilize it that way.
Yeah, which is, you know, I love bits of kit that do multiple jobs.
Yeah, just having something like that in the car won't just help with your car starting. Those emergencies where you need something to just charge your phone, etc. Absolutely brilliant. Really
Nice piece of kit. Really nice piece of kit. It's how's BioLite going?
Fantastic. It's been a little bit challenging in the U.S. environment right now. I don't know if you heard, but there's a few tariffs that we're paying. But overall, the business has been steady. We had a great holiday season. We launched a new headlamp range exclusively with REI, one of the biggest outdoor retailers in the U.S., and it did fantastic. And then we're launching it globally right now as well.
Brilliant. You're a big, well, we're both big fans, but you are a really big fan of BioLite and have been for a long time, haven't you, Ade?
Yeah, I think just... Well, we were saying the other day, what I've got, there's probably, it's easier to go, I don't have that. But yeah, I've loved the stuff ever since you first came out. I also love the fact that the work that you do in Africa, getting sort of the smokeless stoves into people's homes. So yeah, I think it's always felt like a company with a good conscience. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been with them since 2019, and it's really refreshing to work for a company that is considered like a social enterprise. So what they're trying to do is, yes, we are for profit, but we also put people and planet at the same level as profit. So it's a really very refreshing way to approach business.
I think in this day and age, where there are some sort of faceless companies that are just pulling profits out of things, it's really nice. And as a consumer myself, I choose to buy from people that have that sort of efficacy, really. So, yeah. But I love BioLite, and I think the new additions to some of the lights, I've been going, I need to get that. But yeah, they're just brilliant. I really, really love them. So
it's and it's stuff that works really well in the field. You know, it's robust. You know, it'll take you don't have to be precious over it because it can roll around in a camp box and it can roll around in a camping field. It's still going to work when you need it to, which is really, really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything is moving to USB-C, so a lot of the products now are super fast charging. So like with the headlamps, you get 8 minutes of charging, gets you an hour of run time, which is fantastic. All the inflatable lanterns are double wrapped, so they are waterproof completely. I mean, we use a couple of them in our hot tub back at our house. Really nice product to have. Yeah, everything is just built very, very well because we want to make sure that people that are out in the field don't have any issues with the products.
Yeah, and we are end users, and we don't have any issues with BioLite, do we at all? You love it, don't you?
Yeah, I really do. I just think it does what it needs to do when you need it to do it, and certainly if you're out in a field somewhere, everything should be working like that.
Yeah. Thank you very much for talking to us again this year. It's really nice to see you.
You guys are too kind. Thank you very much for coming by. Appreciate it.
Tell us your name and what brand you're supporting here.
So my name's Georgia. I have worked for Bert McCall for a year, and I support hydration brands we have here at Bert McCall. So we've got Stanley, we've got Simple Modern.
Cool. I'm a big Stanley fan. I there's a lot of this I have. Sorry, my voice is a bit croaky. We were out drinking last night. It's we were out on the social part of things, weren't we, Ade?
We were, yes. We lived up to it, and the outdoor industry are big drinkers. We thought we were, but we're put to shame.
Yeah, we were. So tell us what you're loving about Stanley at the moment.
I'm loving our new autumn-winter colours. So we've got some really nice pinks coming in. We've got a hot pink, which is very eye-catching. I think that's going to do really well. We've also got 2 new styles coming into the market. So we've got the spring bottle, which is a protected cover for the straw. So it's germ-proof. You can drink through the straw. You don't have to tip it, which is really great. We've also got another bottle here, which is kind of an evolution of the fast flow. So this is what you're going to take to the gym. So really nice colorways coming in. We've also got some fall colors, so coffee, we've got some browns. So yeah, really nice seasonal stuff coming in, and some innovations on silhouettes we've loved and have seen do really well in the market.
Yeah. What's lovely is you don't stand still, Stanley. So it's not like you've made one cup and you just keep putting a different color out. You bring different products and different products and different products, which keeps it, you're not just refreshing something, you are literally bringing fresh stuff to the market that people haven't seen before.
Yeah, for sure. We love listening to what the consumers love and just bringing in stuff that suits the market. We've also got a protein shaker. We call it the Vitalize Shaker. And it's a really great innovation on your classic shaker that's got microplastics and that kind of thing in. So this is a stainless steel insulated, so it's keeping everything cool. It's also got a little compartment on the bottom underneath, so you can store your powders, your nuts, whatever you need on your travels if you're working out. So that's also a super exciting addition to the...
There's a really lovely red and black one there that caught my eye yesterday. It's really nice. That is really, really cool.
Yeah, that colour's called Chili Black. It's doing really well in the outdoor market. Glad to hear you like it. I'm more partial to the pinks, but hey,
I like the pinks too, but we're colourblind, so pinks tend to look grey to us, which is so you've got to go with something really bold that kind of my eye can see. But the pinks look great as well. So it's nice to see really fresh colours, but also your traditional colours as well. So your sort of hammer tone green is still absolutely sitting there, which is great. You're showing me something. Tell the listeners what you're showing me.
Well, so just talking about that product, and a lot of the products now have the size indicators inside. Is that new or?
Yeah, this is new for this. So you can see how much water you're putting in as a ratio to your protein, so it's not too kind of thick or watery. A great innovation on this product as well is there's no spring on the inside. It's actually formed in a curve and then a sieve on the top. So as you shake, it's actually propelling around, so you don't have that kind of clacking around. So, and then as you drink, it's got a filter built in, so you're not getting any lumps or bumps from your protein. But it's a great innovation. I think it's going to do really well, and it's on the top shelf here. They are quite tall. A few people have knocked them off and had the domino effect, and they've all stood the test. So they really are built for life.
Because it's made of stainless steel. On the base of it is where the powder goes, and that really locks in place really nicely, doesn't it? But that's withstood sort of falls from height, has it, I assume?
Yeah, absolutely. It has been put to the test at this show. And, it has a place outside the gym community as well for sugars. If you're hiking, you've got to keep your blood sugars up. Yeah. You can keep all sorts of gels and sweets in the bottom. Even if you don't want to be healthy for a day, you can keep some snacks in the bottom. So it is great for everyone. It definitely has a place in everyday life.
Yeah, I think I'd probably put some Haribo in it, to be honest.
I have done that a few times. Oh, I'm busted.
I do love. I know this has been out a little while, hasn't it? Your really large cool box, but so I've got the old super large Stanley cool box, and it's an epic thing. It's my go-to cool box. It's brilliant. We did an ice challenge last year with Stanley, and he likes another brand that we won't mention because he talks about it a lot. And I threw ice away on day 8.
Really? 8 days?
Got 8 days out of my Stanley cool box. It's we weren't obviously opening it every day and using it and getting food out of it, so it's not a real world test. But actually, I ran out of days to keep checking because I was going camping, so I had to throw ice away. But it was 8 days, and there was still ice in there.
Well, that's phenomenal. It is foam insulated. These are 47 litres, the new ones. So these are the cold for days wheeled outdoor coolers. So obviously, they know it's a little bit heavy when it's full of all your beers and your ice that are going to come with you for your trip. So that's a really great innovation that you can take it with you and just wheel it behind.
And different sized cup mounts on top of it as well. And I really like the fact that with this one, you've put the elasticated straps on top to put your flask and other things in it, which wasn't on the one that I've got. It's like a a tray on top of it. But actually, it's really cool that you've put that back on because it's on the smaller ones.
It is. It's really good because obviously when you're going out, you want your cold drinks, but you can have a flask of hot water if you're wanting teas later, hot chocolates, that kind of thing. But, the flasks are heavy, so it's great. You can just dump it all on here. It's secure and just wheel it off to your destination. It's great.
It is great. I've got the 7.5 litre water butt as well in black, and I had to get mine from Japan because they weren't available in the UK. So I've had it for a number of years. But it is an awesome. I've replaced the handle as well. My brother carved me a wooden one out of oak, so changed the handle to it just to, make it a bit more bougie. But
send us a picture. That sounds like a great innovation on your part.
It's I have to say it makes it really stand out, and I have it on. This will sound really. I have it on a plant stand when I go camping, so it's on an oak sort of 4-leg stand, but it's an awesome piece of kit and keeps water. You've always got ice cold water. It's so are they fully in the UK now? And colorway? I mean, you've got a white one, you've got a black one. I know you do lots of other colors that weren't previously available in the UK, but are they coming to the UK?
Yeah, these are all in the UK now. So in the big coolers, we've got the dried pine, which is your dark green, and then we've got rose quartz, which is absolutely the most successful color for Stanley trend-wise. So you're taking both boxes. And then with the fast flow jugs that you just mentioned, the 7-litre ones, we've got those in dried pine, so green. We've got black and then rose quartz as well. So something for everyone there.
Fab. They're great, aren't they?
They really are, yeah. I saw them years ago, and I was the one that got it from Japan.
I got the smaller one. I had the smaller one, and you got the larger. I got the smaller one first, and then you got the larger one. I was like, oh, I should have got the larger one. I've now gifted the smaller one to our sister, and you. I think I bought it off you, didn't I? I think you made me buy it off you.
Do you know how much they cost when you import them from Japan?
yeah, the postage alone will make your eyes water. But we do these things for quality products. It's if you want it, you want it.
Absolutely. I remember before Stanley was in the UK with the trend, I paid the most eye-watering price to have one imported as well. So I've been a fan since day one. But the jugs are great. Do you put anything other than water in them? Have you mixed a cocktail?
I haven't mixed a cocktail. It's because they are, they would be great, down the beach. It's not just a camping field. You want to go for the day down the beach, fill it with, I was going to say squash and cold drinks, but cocktails. I like that.
Well, as you say, you got to keep up with the drinking of the outdoor sector, right?
It's all about the hydration.
Yeah,
it's nothing about the hydration, Ade. I love that covered bowl as well, the insulated bowl with the clip-on lid. So the water butts, and listeners will have seen it on our socials, it's got 4 very secure clips on top, and that bowl's kind of got 4 clips on top of it as well for the lid. But that's a really cool product.
Yeah, so we're seeing some great innovations here with the bowls. So we've got 2 new bowls coming into the range. One of them is called Fresh to Table Leak-Proof Bowl, which is a stainless steel vacuum insulated bowl. It's got 4 clips on the top, as you say. It's very secure. It's completely leak proof, and that's for you to put your lunch in. So if you've got salads, leftovers, that kind of thing, and you can take it with you to picnics, to work. So that is a great way, and it stays completely fresh. It's airtight in there. It's got a button on the top to release it, release the air when you open it. So it really is a strong product. And on the right-hand side, we've got the new dog bowls, which I'm really excited about. And come over here, and I'll show you a really cute part. So a lot of people have asked us what these are for. They think, are they for lunch? But as you can see on the right, it's a little Stanley paw print.
Little Stanley paw print.
Isn't that adorable?
Oh my God, that is really cool.
You can be matchy-matchy with your dog, but this is a fabulous product. So this has taken them a while to get right, but here we are, and it was worth the wait. So it's got a lid on top. Again, we've got a stainless steel bowl underneath. You can actually take the lid off and put it underneath, which provides a silicone ring base. We've got dogs.
Sliding.
Oh, they're messy drinkers, aren't they? They chase their bowls around, so you've got a secure bowl on the floor. But it's great for things, not even just water. If you have food that you want to take on the road, for the dogs, I soak my dog's food sometimes so she gets a bit of extra hydration. So these are really great, and I feel super, super cute matching my dog.
That's really cool. So that is very cool.
These are exciting.
Yeah, They are. We did recognise that they were dog bowls when we had a look at them yesterday, but I hadn't clocked the paw print on them. That is really cool. And you know what? Dogs deserve an insulated bowl as well, don't they? They deserve cool water. It shouldn't just get really hot. I love the see-through lids, so you can see what's in there. It's brilliant, and the fact that it goes underneath and clips in place and means it doesn't slide around. That's really clever, isn't it? That's really clever.
Yeah, they've thought of everything here. Everyone's a dog lover, aren't they?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, and we've got great colours with these. So again, the rose quartz, the black, and we've also got a cream, which is quite nice if you want something in your kitchen that fits the aesthetic. So.
Oh man, you literally are thinking of everything. I don't have a dog at the moment. I'm currently without dog, but desperate to get a puppy again. So I think a Stanley dog bowl will definitely come into my life at some point in the future.
Yeah, definitely. What you need is a welcome home pack, a Stanley dog bowl, and some puppy pads.
Fab, really beautiful stuff. We'll take lots of pictures and put it on the socials. What we had.
We will do. I've been doing that as you've been chatting.
Cool. Thank you very much for talking to us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
So we are on Van Gogh and we're talking to Chris. What's your title, Chris?
I'm the marketing manager.
Of Van Gogh. I think what we're really been impressed with, not only have you got a new tent from Van Gogh, thanks to our listeners' poll, they decided, and you did.
I know, and it is an awesome tent, I have to say. It's all the little features. One of the really nice things about it, there's lots of really great features in that I'm still discovering, but I love the fact that because it's cotton, it's quite heavy, and the door is quite heavy, and in the middle of the door there's a really lovely clip so that it doesn't damage the zip, so the zip isn't carrying the weight of the door.
Yeah.
And it's those little tiny details that just make it a really quality piece of kit. I'm loving it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing what we do for 60 years. We've been around a long time, and we have made the mistakes that make us make better kit now than we've ever made before. And also, our designers and our testers and our staff are all outdoors people. We're based in just outside Glasgow, gateway to the Highlands. We've got incredible landscapes on the doorstep. So it's not like we're not taking this kit out and testing it in the real world where it gets used. So, like you say, it's those little tiny pieces, little thoughts or touch points on the product that really kind of give it just a little bit more than maybe you think from the outside. All tents tend to look roughly the same shape or the same size or the same structure from the outside, but so when you kind of dive into it and even the bits you can't see, extra seams where they're put in where you can't see them to give it more support or more durability and those sorts of things.
I took it out. First outing was to Wales, and it was pretty windy, sort of coastal camping, and everyone I was camping with went, your tent just has not moved in this wind, and everybody else's was like flappy stuff. Apart from the original Force 10 that my mate Matt's got, that was equally the two Van Gogh tents just did not move in the wind, and everybody else's was like flappy. But just brilliant.
I mean, we always make a joke with a lot of people that our tents are built for some of the worst conditions we've got in the UK. It rains in Scotland a lot. It rarely rains straight down. It usually rains sideways, and there's usually a fair bit of wind coming behind it as well. So we build products to deal with that. So a little bit of wind here and there generally doesn't make much of a difference.
No, it was great. So what? I'm hogging the microphone again, Ed. Sorry, but what are you excited about at the moment? You've got a massive stand here.
Yeah, no. So anyone that's come down to the show, you'll be able to spot us with our giant orange 10-meter tall teepee. We've got quite a few bits of evolution across the Van Gogh range for next year. We've got a couple of new tents in our Trek range coming in, just to sort of build that collection out a little bit more. We've got some new backpacks, which are really exciting. Quilts for the first time, and introducing a synthetic quilt. So a couple of years ago, we introduced the Mantis sleeping bag. Been really, really popular. It's a really good balance of affordability with weight and performance rating. And so we sort of took that technology a little bit further and introduced 3 quilts. We wanted to make sure that they were synthetic, not down, because we want to make sure they're accessible and that everybody can get into using one. Also, down doesn't perform when it gets wet, so we want to make sure that we've got kit that works across multiple conditions. So that's really exciting. A couple of new pillows. Might not sound very exciting, but one of them is down-filled and very comfortable.
Pillows are so important, aren't they, Ed? They're so important. It took me years to get the right pillow, and I will say I don't use a Van Gogh pillow, but it is a really important thing to get right, isn't it?
It certainly is. Maybe you don't use a Van Gogh pillow yet. Yeah. I think a pillow is, and I think we've talked about it in the past, that sometimes the not the sexy thing that you want to go and spend your money. It's taken me until the last 5 years to get a decent sleep system, and actually you should be starting with that, because a good night's sleep's the fundamental.
It's the most fundamental part of the kit. Most people that say they don't like camping have just had a bad night or a bad experience, whether that was with a leaking tent, an uncomfortable sleep system, or they were too cold. So we just try and work really, really hard on educating people about getting the right combinations of kit, and really, it's great to have a really expensive sleeping bag, but if you've teamed it with a crappy mat, you're going to have a bad night's sleep. You're going to be uncomfortable, or you're going to be cold. You don't always have to spend thousands of pounds to get into the outdoors. It's about finding the thing that makes you comfortable and works for you when you do get out there.
We've said that so many times, haven't we? It's the comfort that makes the camping trip, and particularly when we've talked about getting partners out into camping who are often sometimes a bit resistant to it. If you can make it comfortable for them, then they'll keep camping, which means you get to go camping more. And that's the thing. The priority is a sleeping system that's comfortable. And a pillow is not the sexy thing, but it is really, really important. It's taken me 25, 30 years of camping to finally get round to spending decent money on a camping pillow. But I now have a really good night's sleep every time I go camping.
And that's worth every penny when you get to that point. I went away with my partner for the first time she's camped in 20 years at the weekend. We went to the Inner Hebrides, and it absolutely hammered it down with rain all weekend, soaking wet outside. And I was so nervous that we were going to get back, and she was going to be like, I'm never doing that again. And she came back with a smile on her face. She said, it was great. Like, the tent was warm, the tent was dry. We went a little bit bougie, and I took the Shangri-La mats with us, so nice, comfortable night's sleep. But yeah, it's all about making sure you can balance all that stuff together to stay out there longer.
I think just being able to get out there, you've got to be in that environment. How many times have you forgotten a pillow up until buying your camping pillow, where I always find if you're raiding stuff from your house, there's the potential to not bring something. And you've said it so much, I've forgotten a pillow again. You don't forget it now that you've got an actual camping pillow. And I think that's the thing. Same with our sort of cook sets and stuff like that. If you're raiding the kitchen cupboards, you're going to forget something that you need. Whereas actually, if you've got camping kit, then you don't forget stuff half as much.
Yeah, and it's built for the right purpose. It's yes, the pillows at home were great, but actually they didn't really work on the mat and everything else. So we're going off on a tangent talking about pillows, but actually you say they're not sexy, but they're just essential bits of kit, aren't they?
Yeah, and let's be honest, we all love buying new bits of kit. So nothing wrong with shopping about a bit, but having dedicated kit rather than raiding the house.
Completely.
So let's talk about some sexy stuff. Can we talk about the titanium range?
We can do, yeah, of course. There's no brandy in it this time, though.
I love titanium stuff because it's so strong, and you can spot it a mile away, and it's so light. It's just brilliant.
Yeah, so we introduced titanium for the first time a couple of years ago in our collection, and we spent a lot of time kind of figuring out what bits we all wanted to have in the collection. You can go. Some brands go endlessly down the routes of all sorts of things. You spend 50 quid on a pair of titanium chopsticks if you really want. Yeah. But we just wanted to make sure we had the basic cook kits, 2 and 3 piece cook kits, mugs that work for everything from lightweight bike packing or fast packing all the way through to a week out in the field, an insulated mug, bottle, and of course the most important bit, the hip flask. Scottish brand, we've got to have something to take out a little tipple in. So.
Sorry, go on.
We were talking about the hip flask last night, and it comes with a little funnel that actually clicks into place, so you can fill it properly and don't actually lose anything.
Yeah, you don't want to waste a drop. Yeah, no, it's got a lovely little rubber stopper on it, so it just fits nicely into the top. Trying to pour anything out of a big bottle into a small hip flask never goes well.
No, it's cool stuff, really cool stuff, and obviously it's titanium. It still amazes me really that it's so durable and so strong and weighs absolutely nothing. It's just cool.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff, isn't it? Titanium. It's always nice to have a little bit in your collection.
Yeah, and actually, you might not notice, but everything in our titanium collection, there's no welds on anything, so it's all pressed or formed without the use of welds. So things like the bottom of the bottles, there's no seam to blow out or tear or wear out over time. So it's all single one pieces in one go.
Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. It's it is lovely. I love the fact that the mug, it's insulated and it's got a lid. Not a drink through lid. It's a lid to keep the bugs and things out of it. It's also makes a nice little storage jar or something like that. It's a really lovely, just feels nice in your hand.
We were also looking at the bags yesterday, which just packed down to absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so we've always done like the packable kind of shopping accessory day trip sort of bag in 15 and 25 litres. And we kind of looked at it at last year and went, well, how can we make this bigger or do something different with it? And so we introduced a trail version, which is a 10-litre bag with hydration compatibility, so it's great for like a running vest. We introduced a duffel bag version, ideal for the gym, ideal for overnight trips, or if you're just going somewhere where you're car camping and you want to throw an extra small bag in the thing. Or my favourite, the sling pack, which is your over-the-shoulder, kind of like, looks a bit like a bum bag, but it's got a longer strap on it, so you can throw it over your shoulder. Fantastic for like day walks and things like that. And we made sure we made it big enough as well that you can fit like a book, a bottle, your sun cream, your keys and that kind of stuff in it without having to sort of fill up your pockets as well. So just a lovely little addition to like day trips and things.
I really like the colours as well. Really like
so we got
the pattern on it.
Yeah, we've got black or grey, and then it's got like a sort of grid fabric weave through it as well, so give it a little bit of texture and finish as well.
No, it's cool. If that had like a Van Gogh orange zip on it, that would be awesome.
We all like a bit of orange, don't we?
Yeah.
Add a bit of orange to everything we do.
Yeah. No, it's really, really cool. There's something we're not allowed to talk about, so we're not going to talk about it, but would you like to talk about it?
That's the most mysterious way you could have introduced it. Yeah, so we're a brand with a long history, long heritage, started in 1966. First tent we ever produced was the iconic A-frame Force 10 Classic. Force 10 as a brand in itself has been an integral part of our history. We can't say too much about it right now, but for 2027, there's a really exciting new thing, change, development, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, coming. So keep your eyes out at the end of this year for something really exciting.
Yeah, we know it, we've seen it, and it is really, really exciting, but we can't talk about it.
They've been made to sign the NDA.
Frustrating, yeah. You listeners now know how I felt last year when Tim was going on that he had something to talk about. You just touched on there about the heritage, and there's a big. You've said before it's your 60 years of Van Gogh. I think the fact that you're a UK-based manufacturer that actually repairs stuff as well. We were talking earlier this year about the fact that people can send things back for you, and is that kind of quite unique to Van Gogh?
Yeah, I mean we're one of the only brands operating a UK repairs centre in the outdoor space at all. So we've got a centre based in Birmingham that can repair pretty much anything from our collections over the last sort of 10, 15, 20 years, depending on what it is or how badly it's damaged. So if that's things like tears in fabric, zips need replacing, new poles, new parts and clips and buckles and straps and a bit of everything. And we're really proud that we're capable of servicing as much of our kit as we possibly can do. Not only because it allows us to reduce what goes into landfill, but it keeps more people out on the hills. It keeps more people adventuring into the outdoors. And ultimately, you don't need to spend a ton of money to enjoy the outdoors. You open your front door in the morning, you're outside. That should be the freedom we all have to explore the outdoors. And if we can make it easier for people to get out and stay out longer, then that's great. We also run a website called Spares and Repairs, which you can type in any Van Gogh product from the last 20 years, and it will tell you if we sell spare parts for it. So whether that's replacement bags, poles, pegs, clips, all sorts of stuff. So a lot of stuff's capable of the home repair rather than having to send it in anywhere. And we also run a site called Camping Recycled as well, which deals with all of our ex-demo and ex-display kit. So obviously we've got lots of stuff on display here at the show. Ultimately, this will end up down the line going through our Camping Recycled platform to give someone an opportunity to maybe get into a bit of kit that they wouldn't necessarily be able to buy into normally, or save a little bit of money when they're trying to get outdoors.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
that's really amazing. I didn't know you did. I knew about the repairs, but I didn't know you did that. That is really cool. What website is that?
It's called campingrecycled.co.uk. If you just Google Camping Recycled, it'll be the first thing that comes up. And it's quite a nice place to do your shopping as well, because the stock is constantly changing and constantly turning, because it's depending on what we've sent out for demo with people, and very lucky to borrow some tents from us recently for your trip up north, and that'll ultimately end up on that platform as well. So
wow. Yeah, we're very grateful that you'd sent us some tents to play with. I've brought you one of them back, the one I took to Scotland. We are going to Wales, aren't we? We've got a date booked in now we're going to go and climb Snowdon and camp at the top with some of the other tents that you kindly sent us. So we're quite excited about that, and we're not the fittest guys, but we'll give it a go.
We've done it before. Well, I've done it before and camped at the top. You've done Snowdon a few times.
I've done it a few times, but I've never camped on top. So it's going to be it's a first for me, and we're going to climb it in the evening after work and camp at the top, so that we're up there for when the sun comes up in the morning. And we're doing it at the end of this month, so just after Midsummer's Day. So there'll be loads of, hopefully still a decent bit of light for us to get up there. But you've got to get up there really early in the middle of summer to see the sun come up. So the only way to do that is to really camp.
Hope for some clear skies and get some good sunrise shots.
I've never been on the top of Snowdon with anything other than horrible weather. So I'm hoping this might be the time that I get good weather.
If you get halfway up and it's horrible, leave him halfway up and finish it yourself. At least you get the nice weather at the top. Leave Tim halfway.
And we've talked about this before. Obviously, it gives us some content, but we talk about micro adventures. You don't have to be going to the Himalayas. You can, certainly within the UK, we've got some fantastic stuff, and it doesn't have to be whole weeks or whatever. So it's our micro adventure. It's something that we've set ourselves, and thanks to Van Gogh, we don't have to take Tim's bell tent up there, which might be a little bit heavy.
Yeah.
You need a donkey for that.
So that's called Ed.
Do they have Sherpas in Wales?
just a little actually shout out to some guys we work with from Camp Wild, Tom and Alex, for talking about micro adventures. A great way to get into you want to try micro adventures, you want to try something that's just easily on your doorstep. Fantastic platform to kind of do that from without having to think too hard about it.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Sometimes you don't want to have to think about it. You just want to go and do it. And I think sites like that are just brilliant. And they've had a lot of success recently. And they're always adding different sites as well, aren't they?
Yeah. And we've said a lot when we talk to people about the outdoors. No one's an expert on day one. No one knows how to do this unless someone's taught them or shown them how to do it. Or have you? My first camping experience was with my dad, and it's the same for a lot of people. Has been with a grandparent or scout leader or DV or someone teaching them. And a platform like that just kind of gets that teaching over the line bit, where you don't have to think about it, and someone can just say, "This is where you should try it because it's safe, comfortable, easy," and then you can learn from there and go on bigger adventures like Snowdon.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Thanks very much, Chris.
Nice one. Cheers, guys.
The Mersey is choppy, is it not, Ed?
It is. We came, we saw. This is the end. What a show, Tim. What a show.
It remains one of the best shows that we come to, if not the best, really, because we get to see all the stuff that listeners can't. We get to see stuff that we're not even allowed to talk about, which is always exciting.
Yeah, I was going around trying to take pictures of stuff, and people stop you. They're like, no, there's an embargo on that until this date. And so, yeah, it can be quite tricky. But, you know, there's a lot of passionate people talking about their own kit. It is a selling event, so we're mindful. We want to promote things. We love kit, we love gear, and it's really nice to see it all in one place.
Yeah, we've talked to more people than we can fit on the episode, but you know, the great guys at Superfeet, you know, making not the sexiest outdoor equipment. It's insoles, but they have you're on like a long-term test for that, aren't you? And it's saved your feet.
Yeah, you never know until, you know, something goes wrong with your feet, and then you realise that actually, and they just gave us something at Outdoor and Social and said, oh, just try those. And so popped over this morning to go, thank you so much, because it is really starting to help my feet, and it's, yeah, just great. So yeah, give them a check out.
Yeah. And as the guys on there were saying, you know, you spend a fortune on a pair of shoes, but the bit that's actually touching your feet on the inside is normally like the cheapest part of whatever footwear that you've bought, and your feet deserve to be in contact with something a little bit more quality, and that's going to actually help them and improve the shoes overall. So have a look at Superfeet.
Yeah, there was Pete from Superfeet, wasn't there?
Super Pete.
I think you did that when we were at Outdoor and Social. So.
Oh, okay. What else have you seen that we haven't been able to get interviews with because they're too busy interviews?
There's so much stuff. I mean, we did talk to Sam from who looks after MSR and Gregory at the Outdoor and Socials, but we didn't get to chat to them today about anything of the new lines. I think there's a new Hubba tent which is their best-selling tent from MSR. I love that brand, and I love a lot of what they do. The Gregory packs and stuff that we've talked about before. So I didn't necessarily feel the need to go and redo it.
Yeah.
But I have lingered and looked at quite a bit of their kit. And there's some of the smaller brands. We didn't get back to Vessel, which you really wanted to. But you know, like I said earlier, it's the passion that everybody's got. They love their stuff. They want to talk about it, and you know, that's just so nice.
Yeah, it is. Is it Highlander?
Yeah,
Highlander. Great group of people working on there. They do such a massive range. Literally, they could kit you out. Apologies. They could kit you out with your entire camping stuff. They do everything from stoves, tents, all sorts. But I think probably for me, one of the highlights of the show was they've got a sleeping mat with an R value of 10, which is absolutely incredible.
It was brilliant. It wasn't made out of crisp packets. I would say that it's probably around sort of 3 inches deep, maybe a little bit more, whatever that is in centimetres, 7 or 8.
10.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think it was a 10 centimetre thick pad.
Wow. So yeah, that was just brilliant. And it was, came in a kind of mummy shape or a square. And it also was the same price for either.
Yeah, which was really, really, I really liked that. The fact that they're not going to penalise you. It's down to what suits your setup best for what you're going to pick. But to get an R rating of 10 is incredible. So that's like the thermal properties of it, and we've always said, you know, you lose more heat to the ground than you will from anything else. So to be sleeping on something with an R value of 10 is that's just amazing, really, for something that wasn't, you know, a huge piece of equipment. Still, it is still relatively quite small. It was amazing.
Yeah. We did also, there was a store called Mont, and we didn't speak to anybody there, but they had some really nice tents, similar to some of the other tents, but what I really liked is how the guy lines were set up. So pulling from both sides, but had a little ring hoop on the guy lines to pull them in so that you're just pegging out in one direction rather than a few. Whether that is suitable, you know, I'm sure that they know what they're talking about, but it did look nice. I think sometimes, you know, it's the differences that you see that you go, oh, that's clever.
Yeah, and literally that means you're cutting down the weight because you're taking less pegs.
Sorry, just took a big swig of iron brew.
Now, some amazing stuff. There'll be loads of pictures all over the socials, and we are tired. We've got to go walk across Liverpool to go get a train. Shall we pack this up?
Let's pack this up. Let's go for a minute mindfulness, and we'll see you on the other side of it.
Welcome to the Casual Camping Minute Mindfulness. Let the sounds of nature take you back to the camping field.
Brilliant. It's still the outdoors. We didn't do the show noise.
Nobody needs the show noise. Nobody should. It's although actually I think everyone's a bit subdued today. They were they do party hard, these outdoor people, don't they? Even on a city break.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have to be persuaded at all, but yeah, they're just good company.
Yeah. Right. Let's go get the train.
Bye.
Casual Camping Podcast accepts no liability and does not officially recommend any products or endorse any techniques discussed in an individual podcast episode or shown on Casual Camping Podcast social media accounts. Individuals should make their own informed decision and risk assessment of any products or advice prior to any purchase or use.